over the hill for most of my life in Falls on Heiss, Howard Heiss and the Dells. So I grew up in this area and had the fortune to move up to Dimmick. And Gail Brown, who was here earlier, we actually bought her property, so she's been dodging this all over the place. So I'm a resident of Dimmick. And I don't have 5 minutes. The last time I spoke up in New York, I got the hook after 10, and the prior time I spoke an hour and 40 minutes, and they let me run with it, but I'll try to get to this. Tour, yes. I offer a tour, too. I gave it up for a while because I ruined the bottom of my car. My husband wasn't too happy with me. But if there's anyone here who is a disbeliever to the impact, the negative impact of living in a gas field, and that's what it is. It's a gas field. That's what they call it, and I know it to be a gas field. I will gladly spend a few hours with you and show you what I live in. That being said, a lot of the mention of our situation in Dimmick, and I can't talk about the case, but I can tell you about the consent order, which everyone thinks, you're going to get this big lease of 30-some pages, and you're protected. Well, I'll tell you, you're not protected. I don't care what you say in that lease. If something goes wrong, they're going to say they didn't do it. And that's been the way it is. And that's even with us. We have a consent order, but they still say they didn't do it. Now, we had 43 wells tested by Cabot. 22 of them were defective. So I think that statistic is a little more horrifying than the other one. DEP's role in our problem is they did a consent order behind closed doors. We had no input, no knowledge about it. It was a quick call from John Hanger, and he said, take the money, you earned it. And that money, which we haven't taken, that $4 million, is there in an escrow account. Some people took it, but none of the people that I know on Carter Road or down to where our property is with the contaminated water took it. The $4 million was take a treatment system, and I'll share that with you. This is the treatment system. You can have one too. It will fill a whole garage, and it doesn't work. 3 families that have taken the treatment system. You can have that in your house, or Cabot will build a garage or a shed. I know there's a shed up there waiting for me to take, but I'm not taking it. And they'll build that treatment system for you, and you can put the dirty water in, and the dirty water comes out. And those people that took the treatment system are still drinking bottled water. So there is no fix-it. Now, I didn't start this against the gas drilling. I wasn't against it. Hey, there might be gas up there in Dimmick, and we're going to drill you a well, hook you up, and you're doing your part. Fine. Well, you know what? That was in 2006. This is my backyard now. That's updated in July. That's more than one well, and that's what you will get too. Because they have to maximize their extraction. They're not just going to put one well in, and they have to maximize the extraction. And enough is not enough for them. Okay, so you're going to get this. That is Dimmick. That's a 4-mile radius. We have 201 permits, 92 well sites, 87 drilled wells. Facts. You want the science. Susquehanna County has 625 permits on 232 sites, 494 horizontals, 131 vertical. I'm in a cluster of verticals. That was a bad deal. Let's see. The map doesn't show you the pipeline. I will show you that if you come for a tour. The pipeline. It doesn't show you the compressor stations. It doesn't show you the chemical site where they mix the chemicals. It used to be a veal farm. Now they mix their chemicals. It doesn't show you all the clearings that were made for the frac tanks, frac tank farms. They used to be veal farms. Now they're frac tank farms. So you're really not getting the real picture even from this. Okay? So you have to come up and see it, and I'll gladly share that with you. This is what I could find on your area. Those are permits. That's all I could find in Lackawanna County. You could stop that right now. You know, if you don't lease, they can't come. Yeah. You know. About the shale cement, the migrating gas. Sunday, did you see the paper yesterday? Scranton Times? DEP inspections show more shale well cement problems. Gas well cement issues reported. And gosh, they didn't even mention Cabot. They mentioned a whole bunch of other companies. So, everyone likes to feel if Cabot's the bad one, so everyone else is good. We got the bad guys. In fact, when Congressman Carney was congressman, he said, Chesapeake, they're the good guys. Looks like Captain, they're the wildcat operation. Well, there are a lot of wildcat operations around here. What else? Ooh, is that my time?
Well, you can finish it. 30 seconds to finish.
30. Secretary Hanger offered us a water line as a solution. And that wasn't our choice. My choice would be to have the water I had. That would be my choice, but I don't have that choice anymore. He offered us a water line, and we said, oh, okay, we couldn't think of anything else. And then it was taken away from us. Meanwhile, we're just getting water delivered, and that's going to continue until, I guess, the gas company gets tired of delivering it, because there's nobody with any backbone to fix this system. But I'm not taking a treatment system that doesn't work. And maybe a community well or something, George, 5 years to clean up that aquifer. But if they come back in October when the moratorium runs out and do all those wells again, who am I going to go to then? Because I can't call DEP.
Thank you. Thank you.
Greg Sotner.